Competition for places is always a great situation to be in. I've always said you cannot just have 11 players that you think is going to be capable of winning games. It's got to be a squad, particularly with the pandemic, bubble life, traveling restrictions. It's such an important part of the team's performance is to make sure you've got a squad of players available that can perform. So great to have those players back, but also great that we've got some depth developing in this format of the game for us. So I think that's very exciting for us. In end of the day, any series you win is a big series. Look, I think winning a series against Sri Lanka in the 50-over format was also a great achievement. Beating the West Indies 3-0, who was a proud cricketing nation in one-day cricket, is a big achievement. Winning all three formats in Zimbabwe is a big achievement. So I'd hate to put one series win ahead of another series win. Every series win in international cricket is special for the team. So I don't think you can place more value on beating certain teams than other teams. All teams at this level of cricket, any series win needs to be celebrated and needs to be appreciated because it's not easy in international cricket. So no, I don't hold in any higher esteem than I would hold a series win against either the West Indies, Sri Lanka, Zimbabwe, any of those series. So firstly, I don't think there's an opening problem. I think it's just the last series against Zimbabwe where Bangladesh had the highest opening record, so opening partnership record in T20 cricket. So I don't see it being a problem whatsoever regarding the opening berth. Lytton is back in the squad. I will need to sit with the selectors over the next day and decide on what the final 11 is going to be. But we've obviously got three guys who can open the batting at the moment in Shomo, Lytton, and Naim. And with the selection panel, we'll make a decision in the next 24 hours. Regarding Mushfiq, I see Mushfiq probably slotting into the number 4 spot. I think that's where he's been successful. He can hold the innings together for us, but he can also come in and rotate strike really well in the middle overs and finish well for us. So good to have him back in the squad. And the plan is to try and get him back into the number 4 position. Definitely, he will. Shawan will keep wicket in the first 2 games. The plan is to try and split the wicket-keeping duties up over this particular series, and they might get 2 games each, and then make a decision on the 5th game. I think important to have those options covered. So that's the plan going forward. But Shawan will keep in the first game. I would much prefer to answer questions about players that are currently playing than players that are not in the squad. So my focus is on the 17 or 18 players that I've got here at the moment. And once Tamim's fit, we will cross that bridge when we get there. But haven't even really thought about it too much. My focus is very much on the players that are here at the moment. Ronnie, like I said to a few media people 2 or 3 weeks ago, unfortunately, I'm I'm not a groundsman. I'm hoping for some good wickets. Like I said earlier, this time of the year, I think with the humidity, the rain around, there's not much sun. It might be harder to get those type of surfaces than you'd maybe get at a different time of the year. I'm hoping for good wickets. We know the importance of confidence for batting lineup and batting under good wickets, but we also understand the importance of winning and gaining confidence. So I'm assuming a good normal Murpur wicket where 150, 160 is a good score is probably the order of the day and what we're looking for in this particular series. I think the squad needs to be announced a day or 2 before the series is complete. So I think on the 9th or 10th of September, the squad needs to be announced. So look, I think we've got a pretty good idea who the squad's going to be at the moment. It would be great to almost announce the squad before we play the series so that it can put players' minds at ease, and they can just go out there and play without the fear of World Cup selection just around the corner. But I don't think we can do that yet. So yep, number one, winning the series is important. We're playing in our home conditions. We want to continually gain confidence before we go to the World Cup. And areas that we want to improve on, hard to say, because batting conditions have been really difficult. It would be great, obviously, if we got some bigger scores, but you can only get those scores depending on what conditions allow you to do. So I think building confidence and getting a winning habit is also very important, and we need to make sure we continually do that. Regarding Naeem, look, I think he's going to be a fantastic player for Bangladesh. He's still finding his feet. Just regarding his technique and his ability, his work ethic has been fantastic. And he's played some really good innings for us. He's still got some work to do. We know that, particularly against spin, when he's still finding his way to try and rotate strike, and that is something that continually needs to develop. But I've been very pleased and very impressed with the progress he's made. I think he's going to be a fantastic player for Bangladesh in white ball cricket, in 50 over and T20 cricket. So I'm very excited by what he provides. And then regarding the makeup of the bowling attack, always difficult to say. I think in T20 cricket, you've got to think on your feet, assess conditions. If there's a little bit of swing, who knows, Mustafas might bowl the first over. If there's not much swing, you might want to try and get the spinners into the game and use him for cutters a little bit later. So I think assessing conditions and thinking on your feet in the moment is crucially important. Great to have basic plans that you want to follow, but you've got to be able to change things up according to what the assessment of the conditions of the wicket, overhead, humidity, whatever it's going to be, and then make the decisions at the spur of the moment. That makes sense. He's almost a free player for us, because if we do send him up the top of the order, even if he gets 20 of 12 balls, that's a big contribution for us. So he's played some important innings for us. I know he's done really well in the domestic T20 cricket, but there is a big step up between the domestic T20 cricket and international cricket. So no, I'm not concerned by his batting. I think he's played some really important little cameos for us at certain stages, and we will use him on the odd occasion up the order when we feel that we need a little bit of aggression or a bit of explosiveness to get us ahead of the run rate. We will utilize him then, but it's not going to be a regular occurrence. It'll be on the odd occasion.